Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you my Marvel Legends collection. So it's changed quite a bit since last time. I sold off a lot of my figures and now I'm rebuilding my collection. So we'll start off here. This is my Spider-Man No Way Home shelf, or just sort of my Spider-Man shelf. So we'll start over here. And we have this diorama in the background, which is just like a sort of brick wall diorama that I made, which I thought fit pretty well with Spider-Man. But so we've got Sandman from No Way Home, Green Goblin from No Way Home flying back there, Venom, and then Doc Ock from No Way Home, and then we got the three Spider-Mans here from No Way Home. We got Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield. Then we've got the Lizard here, and Electro, and MJ. And I tried to sort of organize these a little bit to where, so like over here you have Andrew Garfield's villains, and these guys, well, that Venom's not really, but those are Tobey Maguire's villains. Now I just need to get Tom Holland villains, have like Mysterio and Vulture. I don't think they'll fit on this shelf though. I'd probably have to rearrange some stuff. But so that is my Spider-Man No Way Home, or just Spider-Man in general shelf. So now we'll go down here. So this is my sort of Avengers and X-Men shelf, but it's sort of mostly just like a combination of my favorite characters. So over here we have sort of the mini X-Men section. We got Professor X, Magneto, and Wolverine. The black suited Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Hulk. We got the Worthy Cap here, the Mark 85 Iron Man with the Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt there, and then the Final Swing Spider-Man from No Way Home, which is probably one of my favorites, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man's one of my favorites. Wasp, not so much, but I figured that's the best place to put Wasp is by Ant-Man. So this is sort of like a mix of my favorite characters and stuff, because I don't really have enough X-Men characters to have an X-Men shelf. And like the black suit Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Final Swing Spider-Man, I was going to put them up on my Spider-Man shelf, but I sort of wanted them have Spider-Mans in this section. So that's why I put those on here. And then here's the Fantastic Four First Steps shelf here. We've got Silver Surfer Shala Ball on her pretty cool stand there with her board. We got the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, Human Torch back there, which is a pretty cool figure. Mr. Fantastic looks pretty cool. I like those bendy arms quite a bit. Then we got the Thing back there, which is a pretty cool figure as well. And then Johnny Storm just powered down there. And then, so I just have one more shelf down here, and this is the Guardian shelf. So we just have sort of the original Guardians. So we've got Yondu, little baby Groot down there, Star-Lord, Rocket, another baby Groot. That's probably one of my favorites, that tiny baby Groot waving right there. And then the original Groot, Gamora, Nebula, and Drax. And then the baby potted Groot. I have some other Guardian figures, but I'm probably going to sell them. I have like Adam Warlock and the Volume 3 Groot, and Kraglin. But since this time around with rebuilding my collection, I really just want to stick with like my absolute favorite characters and not dilute my collection down with figures and characters that I don't really care for that much. So that's why I've been really picky about which figures and stuff to display and buy. So like I like all these characters here. And these are like the original, Guardians. So that's why I have these displayed. The only other one I really want for this shelf is Mantis, the Build-A-Figure one. But other than that, I just mainly like these characters. Like Adam Warlock was okay, but I didn't like him that much. Volume 3 Groot isn't one of my favorites, or Teen Groot. So yeah, that's why. And Kraglin's not my favorite either. I might get Cosmo. Cosmo might be, but I don't know. And then like the Fantastic Four, that's the only Fantastic Four MCU characters that we have. So, and then on this shelf, there'll probably be an expansion of this shelf. Like eventually, once I get more X-Men characters, they'll go on a separate shelf. And there's still quite a few I want to get for this shelf though, like Black Widow, Hawkeye, a few others. But these are like my main favorites. Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man are like my top ones, and I like the other ones too. But as long as I at least have my absolute favorite characters, I'm pretty good with it. And then with the No Way Home shelf, the Spider-Man shelf, I'm pretty satisfied with how it is right now. Probably when I get the Daredevil and the Punisher from Born Again, I'll probably try and stick them up here somewhere. I feel like that'd be a cool spot to put them. And then I want to get like Mysterio, maybe Vulture. But I think those would be pretty cool on the shelf. And we'll have to see what all characters we see in Spider-Man Brand New Day, because I might have to expand this shelf or move them to a whole different shelf because it's getting a little crowded in there. Oh, and I put down here the little Green Goblin mask just as like a little detail. That way it's still displayed, but I didn't want them really on the figure right now because I like the goggled look because it's more what he wore in the No Way Home, but figured having it down there was kind of cool so it can still be part of the display. And that is pretty much all my Marvel Legends collection right now, just this one shelf here. But I'm pretty happy with it. They're all characters that I really like quite a bit. So I'm trying to go for more quality over quantity, sort of like Marvel in general. So that I get my favorite characters and favorite figures more so than just spending money and taking up space with characters or figures that I may sort of like or not really like. This way it ups the quality of my collection and not just filling it with characters just to do so. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my collection, and I probably need to work on posing some of these a little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.